Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, we got the feeder housing done, and I'll show you that in a minute, but we discovered even more things we get to spend money on and fix. This dual has a big gash in it we found. It's fucked. And then that rim has about a 12-inch crack in it. Big snaky looking crack. So I have the skid steer. I've got my Jesus sneakers on because they're way fucking easier the way these pedals are in here than my big boots trying to get them to run the pedals. So that's why I have them on right now. We got the skid steer chained up to this tire. I'm going to pull the dual off. And then there's, what's there? 5 bolts that act kind of like dowels for the dual. And then they hold that inside tire as well. So pull that off, and then we got to undo that, and we'll pull that tire. And then tire man Rob is going to come. He ordered us a new tire. Should be here Friday or Monday. And then he's going to pull that tire off the rim so we can weld it. And then put it back on, put that tire back on. And then he's going to do his rotor belt. So anyway, we got the little skid steer. I'll get myself situated back into it because it's not really made for most normal adults, this stupid little thing. And we'll get this tire off. So old Wisconsin, they're pretty temperamental. Are extremely heavy. It's about maxes out what the skid steer can do here without the counterweights on the back of it. The center parts for the rims are 3/4 of an inch or an inch thick. So there's a few pounds there. I'm gonna find a good place to set this thing down, and I'll talk to you in a second. Right there's the issue. I don't know if it's really giving you the idea of how deep that gash is, but these are radial tires, so as soon as you start getting something like that on the sidewall, she's fucked, which is too bad because this was one of the better tires. So I don't know why it gave out. It's a Firestone. They're usually pretty damn good tires, so I don't know what the fuck, but I've got a Titan, which is a Goodyear on the way. An actual name brand Goodyear tire was like $2,700. These are 18.442 radial. So I've got a Titan on the way at $1,650. So I guess I'm going to keep pulling tires here, and I'll talk to you in a few. There. Now we wait for Rob the tire man to come and swing his big hammer at it. Gotta get a video of Rob the tire man here so we can look at himself later when he watches the video. What do you think? Is it gonna work?
Oh yeah, why not?
Well, it's quite a bit later in the afternoon now, 4 o'clock, but the hail adjusters came out about 3 weeks after the fucking hailstorm, but whatever. And we looked at all the canola here, and the wheat, and the peas, and the barley, and the only one that had enough damage in it to make an actual claim were the peas. They had about 14% on them, but it was a real narrow strip of hail, so it more or less missed everything, but it lined right up with the peas anyways. So we looked at that, and now I ordered an elevator chain for the 2188 there, that return elevator, and it is in where I ordered it from. So it's about a 45-minute drive from here, so I'm gonna run up there and get it. And then I guess I'll talk to you when we get back to the yard again, because we're gonna go get some ice cream. Hey? Get some ice cream? What? Ice cream. Well, with those hail adjusters here today, my day kind of got away on me, but Antoine and Rob hammered a lot of work out on this thing while I was staggering around the field with them, arguing about how much damage there was or wasn't. So but what did they get done here? This has been welded and put back on. I kind of showed you. Probably won't be able to see it here now. No, I don't know where the crack is. It must be over there, but welded and put back on again, which is a real bear of a job. And then Antoine went and picked up a thread chaser and tap and die from the neighbor, and cleaned out all the threads, and he's going to do them after. He's currently in the shop welding on his half-ton there. He came yesterday morning, and the shock tower actually, the welds let go on his truck, so he's welding that back on. And then when Rob was here this morning, it was me and Antoine undone the feeder chain. I've got the new one, and that bearing is gone. That's your cross auger for your returns, dumps it back into your rotor and thrashes it again. So we need, it's like a needle bearing that goes on there, so we're gonna go to Case tomorrow and pick one of those up. And at the same time, I ordered from Case the little sensor, focus, little sensor up there that senses when your auger is in or out. And we were having troubles with it last year, thinking the auger was out when it was in and you couldn't put the auger out. So I'm going to change that. As 36 bucks, so change that. We're doing some more cleaning. We've got a little hole in the tank. I don't know if you can see it from down here, but there's a little hole in the tank just back there behind your big unloading tube. And when you're unloading, you'd have a little stream of grain. We did have a piece of tape and some foam on it, but it's going to get fixed proper now that we know it's there. The other sensor I bought is this, your little pyrometer. That's I've never had a combine with it, so I can't really say, but it's your return to cut, and when you're using your flex header, it'll sense how much pressure's on your feeder housing, so I've been told. And it'll act kind of like a float almost. It'll help so you're not just pushing your knife into the dirt. It'll kind of move around on its own. I don't know, I could be full of shit, but it's fucked, so I ordered one. It's worth trying anyways, so we have that on the way. It should be here tomorrow as well. New feeder chain is installed and ready to go, and wow, is that ever a lot quieter when that runs compared to the steel one in there. So, and then that new rotor belt is on. Rob the tire man came and done that, so that is done. And what else is there on here? Antoine done the oil last night. I think that's about it. So bearing, elevator chain, those sensors, oh, and then this, I guess. I don't know how, but we're missing one. You see there's two little bolts, and on the back side they got a, yeah, where's my hand? This big spring and bolt keeps your tension on here, and that is your drive for the fan. So we have the old 1682 out in the pasture there that gave its heart and a little bit of its soul and its undercarriage for the bulldozer. That'll have the parts we need on it, but anyway, I guess we're waiting for that tire to show up and throw those few parts on and we'll be ready to go. But I guess that's where I'm going to leave you for now. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment down below. And we'll talk to all you guys here in the next one.